physical education throughout high school, promotes community, hard work, and dedication. Okay. However, I disagree because there are some students who have a physical disability, and so how do we tailor to them and meet their needs if we're requiring every student to I guess, participate in physical activity?
I agree that we should have physical education, and I was going to paraphrase what Cassandra is basically arguing that physical education does not create community because it could be exclusive inherently with students with physical disabilities, and with the exclusion of students with physical disabilities, it doesn't encourage community. I think physical education should be encouraged through high school and college because it can help with not only promoting healthy lifestyles, but it can also help with reducing the stress that students experience in high school and in college. The release of endorphins allows them to have a healthy mental, can contribute to a healthy mental condition, as well as physical. So that's
Sure. Oh, were you going to?
I thought
No,
there was
no,
two.
no.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Take it on.
we play dodgeball before. Right? Did you get the idea of the philosophical chairs?
Yeah, it's good.
It's I like it because it gets students talking. It takes that that teacher ownership of the content and places it then off onto the students' shoulders, so they become responsible for their learning and for the discussion piece.
So the question I have, I mean, you know, this was
It just fell off,
I
and
was thinking about what Cassandra's point, because she directly responded to Sarah's point, and I just acknowledged Cassandra's point, but didn't really address it specifically. Is that the part of the exercise, or are we supposed to follow the same trajectory of argument? You know, or should I respond to Cassandra and say, hey, you know, we can tailor activities into where students with disabilities or students who choose not to participate can still have a sense of community because they can serve as referees, or they can serve as coaches or something along those lines. Should we follow the same trajectory, or?
Not necessarily. That's a really, really great question in terms of logistics. It can go either way. So if what you have to say responds directly back to somebody else, you can absolutely do that. But just rephrased and then stated your own opinion, you can totally go that direction as well. What you'll find is when the conversation begins to follow that trajectory, like you said something, and then you responded specifically to what he said with more thoughts, more questions, because I really love that you posed a question in the middle of philosophical chairs. And then, so you responded, and then perhaps you responded back specifically addressing what Cassandra said. This is where we start evolving from philosophical chairs more into a Socratic seminar type piece. Are you guys familiar with Socratic seminar? I didn't build it into, you've seen that one before, or at least?
I'm familiar with like the Socratic tutoring. I'm sure it's probably closely related to questioning.
Yes. Yes, with the Socratic seminar. The Socratic seminar is less of kind of a debate back and forth, I agree, I disagree. A Socratic seminar is more just the questioning piece and more just the discourse in general. You said, well, this is what I think, and that it's not necessarily equitable, and how do we make it equitable for our students that might have disabilities? And so then you might respond back with a thought on how we might could do that. Well, but then what would we do about this situation? And pose another question to spur the conversation
It's
forward.
less debate. Yeah, and I love the Socratic seminar. The piece of it is the peer analysis as well, the peer evaluation, peer looking in. They have partners, and one is answering the question, and on the outside of the circle, someone's evaluating how well they're interacting with the group. So it really pushes them, and there's accountability built into that. It's nice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like the philosophical chairs piece to start students with. It's sometimes a little less daunting, I guess, in Socratic seminar, and plus because you have to take a stand, it kind of creates that lively debate back and forth, even though it's not necessarily, we don't consider it a debate, it kind of is, because you're debating back and forth what the right answer might happen to be. So I think it's a great place to start, and once students are very comfortable with the philosophical chairs piece, then you can take them further into Socratic. Doesn't necessarily have to roll like that, it's just kind of how I like it. Do you have any questions
No,
about
that's
philosophical
good.
chairs? We've run through a lot. Okay, so jump back into your Wicker matrix. Add Costa's evolution of a question is how that reads, if you can't read much from scratch, and philosophical chairs as well. Very first page. Title page. Gets lost in. So evolution of a question, that was Costa's levels of thinking, it all went together. Philosophical chairs. Again, just to touch base with everybody, did you say that those were both inquiry-based, at least? Excellent. Looking back through, did you say that everything had an inquiry component except for probably empty the cup?
That's what I got.
Yep. Or at least you're gonna say yes at this point, so I'll be quiet.
No,
So hopefully you guys found at least one something that you can take with you as you move into your avid course in the fall. Super excited that you guys have signed up to do that and that you were hanging out with me here today. Again, if y'all have any questions or concerns, even as you get into the semester, if you have a question about how to incorporate a piece or what a piece that we didn't discuss happens to look like, if there's anything I can do for you guys, please do holler at me. That's part of my job as working for higher ed and consulting pieces.
Also, we'll post some of these Wicker and strategy training tools online on the Blackboard.
So is it, how do we access the Blackboard specifically for this class? Is
Yeah, it
it
is.
on our dashboard?
It should be already there. I gave you
Okay.
guys access. I
Okay.
mean, I haven't put all the content on
Yeah.
it, but most of it is
They should come
there.
up on our dashboard?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and we gave you access this morning, so we'll put basically all of your resources there too.
Do we take these with us?
And yeah, you can take it with you, and the course syllabus is there too for you guys to print and change and things like that.
Yeah.
Cornell notes guy.
If you would like to have it, take it with you, absolutely. Oh, I didn't give you guys access to the Padlet. If you were interested in that Padlet with some of those resources, write down my email right here, shoot me an email and say, Angie, send me the Padlet. And remember, the Padlet is math specific because I created it for a math training, but it's got the curve of forgetting on there as well as, what else did you guys ask me for? What was it?
Padlet?
Padlet, P-A-D-L-E-T.
And so what do we do to get that?
Just shoot me an email,
Okay.
shoot me an
Oh,
email
that's right, I have your
yeah, and I'll send you
information.
the link to access it. You can do it from either your phone or your desktop. There's an app
I
for
think it was
it.
like the Cornell notes, maybe, that little section that Ryan was.
Maybe like, I can't even remember. If you get to digging through the Padlet and you don't find what you're looking for, just email me and just send me a copy of whatever it is. And I'm more than happy to share all of it. So don't hesitate to contact me. Like I said, I work in LASD as my day job, but higher ed consulting is my other job, and so call me if you need me. Thank you guys so very much. It was nice to meet all of you.
Thank you so much.